Hello and welcome back once again in English video. Children, today before starting this video, I would like to give you some instructions regarding your precautions during this unlock 5 of COVID-19. These are your COVID-19 appropriate behavior which you have to follow. Children, you have to wear mask, you should follow physical distancing, and you should maintain hand hygiene. Alright, it means that just wear mask wherever you go and wear it properly. You should stay at least 6 feet away from others. Wash your hands frequently with always soap and water for at least 20 seconds. Remember, do not touch your face. It means face means eyes, nose and mouth. Do not share your food, drink with others. So basically you have to follow these instructions to be very safe. Alright, so let's start today's video. So children, this is your worksheet number 46 and this is from your English language portion. So topic we have done in your previous worksheet and video is tenses, and this is the part 2 of that chapter. Alright, in that chapter and video and worksheet we have completed the explanation of simple present tense, past tense and simple future tense. Alright, and in that I have given you the structures. I have explained you the structures and also examples and how you will create or form your sentences using those structures. So in this video and worksheet today we are going to learn and practice how we are going to use those structures and make sentences following them. Alright, so this is your worksheet and it is non-submission worksheet, so you will not submit it. You will ignore the submission date which has been mentioned in your portal. Alright, now this is your worksheet number 46. You will put the date is 29/10/2020, day Thursday, and then you will put the lesson name tenses part 2 and then exercise 1. Now children, in your language portion I am not going to give you the chapter number. So every time you revise your chapters in English language, just go through with the chapter name, alright, lesson name. Don't see in your book that whether this is from your which it means that don't go with the chapter numbers. I have taken chapters alternately, or you can say I have chosen the chapters which I have to do important, okay, which are important for your syllabus. So now the first exercise 1 is frame sentences using the tense structures given. Now here in this exercise I have given you the structures of the tenses, and using these tenses you have to practice and you have to try to frame a sentence using these structures. So let's start. I am going to explain you how you will do this. Now so see, first one is subject plus verb / s plus object, and this structure is of your simple present positive sentence. Because there is no not or there is no question mark at the end, it means that this structure is your positive and this is your simple present positive sentence. So for here we are going to add one subject first, because in the structure it is written subject. Like if I add a subject Rohan, we will write Rohan. Let's take subject Rohan. Alright, so Rohan is your singular subject. Now we have to add one verb, and it is going to be a verb with s or without s. So this verb with s or without s is going to be decided according to your subject. So we have taken the subject Rohan, it means singular subject, so we are going to add s with the verb here. So I will add Rohan drinks. Drink is your base verb and we are going to add is here s, drinks. Then we are going to add object. Object I will take drinks juice daily. Alright, now Rohan is your subject, drinks is your verb with s because the subject is singular, and then the object is juice daily. Alright, next is subject plus will plus verb 1 plus object. It is your simple future positive. Because here it is will given, it means will indicates that this is your future tense. Alright, will means always future tense. So with will we will always use verb 1. It means whenever we are making sentence in future tense, alright, positive, negative or interrogative, we will use verb 1 in all the three forms of sentences in future tense. Okay, so let's take subject here. Let's take children. Children will in the place of will we will put will. Verb we have to select children will play. Okay, and this verb here we will not add any s or without s. S and s we only use in simple present tense. Children will play football tomorrow. Okay, so children is your subject, will is your helping verb, or you can say, and play is your verb 1, that is your base verb in first form, and football tomorrow is your object. Alright, next is singular subject plus does not plus verb 1 plus object. Now here I have segregated the singular and plural subject so that it would be easy for you to understand. Alright, so because whenever you are starting a sentence, whenever you are framing a sentence, you must take care of singular and plural subjects in some of the tenses. Okay, so here I have differentiated between the sentence, or the you can say the structure with singular subject or plural subject. Okay, so let's practice this. Singular subject plus does not plus verb 1 plus object. Now this structure is from your simple present negative sentence. Why? Because here it is not written here. Okay, and does we use for present tense, simple present tense. So does not we use for simple present negative sentence. So this is your structure for simple present negative sentence. So we will use one negative singular subject here. He subject we are going to use he says, he say, sorry, not say, because here it is does not. Singular subject is he, then we are going to add does. He does not go to the gym. Okay, so he is a singular subject, does not is your which is added with your negative sentence in simple present negative, and go is your verb 1 in the base form. We are not going to use your s or without s because we are using does here. Okay, to the gym is your object. All right, next is plural subject, and we have to add does not do not. It means that whenever we are using a plural subject in simple present tense and we have to make a negative sentence in simple present tense, we will use do not. Okay, so basically it means that does not with singular subject and do not with plural subject. So plural I am using we. Okay, do not like mangoes. We do not like mangoes. Okay, next is do plus plural subject plus verb 1 plus object. Now and question mark. Now question mark indicates that this sentence is an interrogative sentence, but it is in which tense? So here we are going to take it from here. The first word is do. So do and does are used in simple present tense. Okay, so do means it is in simple present tense and it is written here in the first because we are going to make an interrogative sentence. So do we use for plural subject, so that's why it is written do here. Do they, plural subject is there, do they study hard? Okay, do they study, verb 1, object hard. All right. Next is does plus singular subject plus verb 1 plus object and question mark. Again, it's an interrogative sentence in simple present tense, and here if the subject is singular we are going to use does for the interrogative. Does she eat papaya? Okay, does she eat papaya? So basically when we are using does and do in a sentence, we will use the first form of the verb without s. Okay, we will not use s and without s, we will just use with verb 1 in base form. G is subject plus verb second plus object. All right, so this is the structure of simple past tense positive sentence. Okay, because here we are using verb to after the subject, it means it is your simple past positive sentence. So subject we are going to take, I will take I. Okay, I is a plural subject. I, verb, let's first think about a verb in base form, then change it into the second form. Let's take I'm taking a verb go. Okay, or I am taking a verb write. I take write verb. I write. So I have to change the write is your first form, and I have to change this write into second form. So the second form of write is wrote. I wrote letters to my grandma. Okay, I is the subject, wrote is your verb write in the second form wrote, object is letters to my grandma. Okay, next is subject plus verb 2 plus object. Next is subject plus did not plus verb 1 plus object. Here it's written did not, it means this is a negative sentence in simple past tense. So we are going to use a subject. Sheila did not drink milk. Okay, Sheila is a subject, singular subject, did not, verb 1 drink, and object is milk. Now here one thing is to be noticed, that when we are using a structure or when we are making a sentence in simple past negative sentence, we will not change this did. Okay, did goes with singular subject also and plural subject also. Okay, so here if we are taking Sheila was singular subject, then also did not, and if here it would be Sheila and Anita did not drink milk. All right, next is subject plus verb 2 plus object. This is again the simple past positive sentence, so you can make this sentence of your own. I have explained you here in the G1 number G, same structure is there, so you can make it in your own. Okay, try it by yourself. For second is J1 is subject plus did not plus verb 1 plus object. Again this is repeated, so try it yourself. Okay, I have explained you with one examples in above there, so here you will try it yourself. Now K is did plus subject plus verb 1 plus object and question mark. Question mark indicates that this is your interrogative sentence. Okay, so did means this is a past, this is in past tense, and this is in a simple past interrogative sentence, so that's why we are using did here. Okay, so we will use did, and did goes with singular plus plural subject, so no need to think about this subject here. Did they, verb I will take dance. Did they dance 1, because we have to take verb 1, so we will not change dance in any other form, we will just keep it dance as it is. Did they dance in the party. All right. Next is subject plus will plus verb 1 plus object. Now this is subject and will. Will indicates that this is your future tense. Okay, and here there is no not, it means it is in positive tense. So subject Hira will I will take verb make. Hira will make project very soon. Okay, so I have taken subject Hira will as it is, verb 1 I have chosen make, and then object project very soon. Okay, next M1 is subject plus will plus shall, not verb 1 plus object. Now here it is not, that means it is a negative sentence, and will shows that it is an future tense. It is a future tense. Okay, so subject plus subject I will take they will not. Shall you will use with if the subject, if you have taken I or we, then you will use shall, otherwise you will take will. Okay, they will not bring. I will take verb bring. They will not bring, verb 1 bring. They will not bring their bags. So they is a subject, will not is your future tense, and bring is a verb 1, their bags is your object. All right, last one is will plus subject plus verb 1 plus object. So will is your future tense, and it shows, question mark shows that it is an interrogative. So we will write will plus, not plus, will he do this work? Question mark. Will he is a subject, do is your verb in the first form, and this verb is your object. Okay, all right. Next, exercise 2 is question number 1. Insert the correct form of verb given in the brackets. This is your simple present tense. This is this exercise. Question number 1 of this exercise is based on simple present tense. So what you have to do is you have to keep this insert this verb which has been given to you in the bracket, and you have to use a proper form, correct form of this verb. All right, it means that you have to change this form of verb before writing here according to the subject. All right, so we will do the first one. The boys dash a song. Now the verb has been given to you, sing. Now when I have told you that when the subject is in plural form, that means boys, the verb will remain in the remain without s. The boys sing. The boys sing a song. I dash in the school which is best in the city. Now here I is also again plural subject, so read will remain read. I read in the school which is best in the city. Third is the sun dash during the day. Now sun is again singular subject, so shine is the verb which we have to add s. Okay, because it is a singular subject. To shine, shines, shines. The sun shines during the day. Fourth is he dashed to bed at 10 p.m. Now he again is your singular subject, and the verb is given to you is go. So go will go with he goes, he goes. All right, because the singular subject we have to add s, so it becomes es. Okay, next is you dash up at 5 a.m. So you is plural subject, so we will not add s to it. You wake up at 5 a.m. Now next is insert the correct form of verb in the verb given in the brackets. This is your simple past tense. Okay, so in simple past tense you all know that you have to use the verb in the second form. when you are writing the sentence in simple past positive sentence only. Okay, only then in simple past positive sentence only there you will use the verb in the second form, and if the sentence is in simple past negative or interrogative, you will not use verb in the second form. The verb will remain in the first form only. So let's see how it goes. My father dash a new house last month. So you have to use simple past. Now this sentence is in positive sentence in simple past, so you will change the this verb in second form. My father bought. So bought is the second form of buy. All right. I dash to her house on foot. Okay, so I is your it is not about singular plural subject. You have to just be careful about the positive and negative and interrogative sentence. So this is again a positive sentence, so you will have to change this, change the form of this verb go. I went, go becomes went in the second form. The verb go is in first form, second form of go is went, so we have changed it here. I went to her house on foot. Next is a thief dash into our garbage last night. So again this is positive, so you will write break. So here the answer will be broke. The thief broke. Broke is the second form of break. Now next is Gangu dash 10 rupees from me. So borrow. Okay, this the verb here is borrow. So the second form of borrow is bought. Borrowed. B-O-R-R-O-W-E-D. Borrowed. Gangu borrowed 10 rupees from me. Next is Diya dash a new story. Again it is an positive sentence, so write becomes wrote. Okay. So next question is insert the correct form of verb given in the bracket in simple future tense. So again in simple future tense you will always use the first form of the verb, whether the sentence is in positive form, interrogative form or negative form. Okay, so they will go. Again here you will write go. They will go to the doctor tomorrow. We shall dance. No changes in the verb form in simple future tense. The baby will drink. Okay. Next is will you dash read the newspaper. And whenever we are using the verb form, we have we are in simple future tense, we will always use the verb in the first form. All right, so will you read the newspaper? Shall I prepare? Shall I prepare the lunch? Okay, so here you can see in the simple future tense every verb is in written as it is, that means as it is given in first form. Okay, they will go, we shall dance, the baby will drink, will you read, shall I prepare. Okay, so whether the sentence is in simple future positive, negative, interrogative, the verb we will use will remain in first form in simple future tense. All right, I hope you have understood, and I hope it will be easy for you to practice according to the structures that I have told you today. So till the next video, thank you.